Happy Monday. Welcome everybody to the Quantum Field Monday night presentation. We're happy you're here today.
We are so excited that you're here, and we're excited to present tonight the most amazing opportunity with the best product.
Absolutely. Hey, we are Kevin and Emily Wilson. We are truly honored to be here. We have been in this business just under, less than a year, which 10 months actually. Really excited, really growing. The energy is fantastic. The things we know and the things we learn come from our amazing upline. We're here just to help spread the word.
Absolutely. Kevin and Emily Wilson, we have right here in front of us the sign-up sheet. If you are a guest tonight, I hope that someone has shared this with you. I hope that you have this in your hands. We're going to go over it later, but I want you to be holding it if you have it. Look at it on your phone. This is the most important thing to start you guys off with ordering patches and getting the patches in your hand. Like Kevin said, we started wearing the patch last fall. A friend of ours brought them to us and told us, we think you need to wear this. We think that you will really, really like what the patches are doing for us and probably see some changes yourselves. Kevin and I are in the fitness industry. We've owned 4 gyms over the course of 20 something years. I've been a personal trainer for 28 years, a nutrition coach, and a health and life coach. This is my passion, guys. This is my passion to help find things to make us all a little better. My tagline in life is, I want you to be your best self. And wow, these products have done just that for us. We put the patch on, and I'm going to tell you my story of what it did for me. I put the patch on right on my hamstring. And Kevin and I kind of have a similar story, which is funny. I don't know why we both had problems with our hamstrings, but we were both dealing with pulled or torn hamstrings at the time that this patch arrived in our lives. We both decided, bam, put the patch right on the area that hurt, because you guys know that when you're in pain, like, it slows you down in life. It makes you not be able to do some of the things you want to do, which we're going to talk about that a lot tonight, because I'm about living life. How about you? I'm about being my best self. How about you? So when we put this patch on, I hadn't been able to run for 6 months. 6 months. Every time I took a stride running, it bothered me. Even when I walked up hills, I had to slow my stride, walk real slow, or kind of change my pace, because it just continuously hurt my hamstring. With putting the patch on, within 2 days, guys, within 2 days, I felt probably 80% better. And then within a week, and since then, I haven't even felt my hamstring one time. You guys, being in the training industry, I know how to rehab. I had tried all things. I had exhausted resting, icing, massaging, some different therapies that I had done on it, and couldn't get it healed. The X39 patch did it for me. And that's what we hope that you guys have been patched, that you're wearing the patch, and that you're seeing some awesome testimonies for yourself. Kevin, tell us what it's doing for you.
So I have lots and lots of injuries and ailments. And I was tell you, and if you're a guest tonight, welcome. We're really happy you're here. Sometimes you'll hear testimonies in regards to the speaker, or people who are coming on and they're one type of subject. Emily and I both happen to be have aches and pains and ailments from lifestyle. We both work out a lot. We both are active, and we have injuries. And so for me, the quality of my life is greatly measured by the fact that I'm able to go out and enjoy exercise, enjoy life. And so for me, having that and allowing for that gave us the ability to actually go and enjoy life the way that we wanted to enjoy life. And I'm going to tell you, that's a big measure for people. So whether it's pain or whether it's a much more serious, the patch is helping people reactivate their stem cells so that they're having all kinds of things with their bodies improve. So not just aches and pains. Keep that in mind if you're a guest and you're dealing with something. When your stem cells in your own body go back to work, they reactivate, your body will take care of itself as it was designed to do.
Hey, we're going to tell you a lot about the X39 patch tonight. We're going to go through a lot of information. What I want you to do right now is just kind of sit back and listen to some of the stories we're going to tell you, because the patch, although it's great on us and we love it, one of the things we're most passionate about is getting it into the hands of our friends and our family, the people around us that we love and know. We want them to see the benefits. And my favorite thing is when I patch somebody, I tell them, I'm not sure what this patch is going to do exactly for you. It's the beauty of this. It's going to go in your body and it's going to work what your body needs. So for me, it was a hamstring issue. in the beginning. But let me tell you, since then, some of the crazy changes. I've got some, well, I'm aging. I know we're all aging. I've got some age spots that have lightened. I have new hair growth. Man, if you guys like, I wear my hair in a ponytail a lot because I train most days, so my hair's back, and it's just crazy how much new hair, how like long new hair. I can't even get it to stay down. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I have to wet my hands and put it on my hair because of all this new hair growth. That means my body is changing from the inside out. I'm rebooting my body to be a healthier, younger version of myself, which I love. I mean, we're fired up of what this patch is doing for us, but mostly it's sharing it with other people and seeing what it does for everybody. You know, like Kevin said, we're healthy. We exercise every single day. We eat healthy. We do a lot of the things that's right. So when we put the patch on us and felt a difference, man, we knew this world needed it. We knew this, we had so many people that we can share this with. I go sit at Starbucks every single day and just look around at people around me and who can I bless with this patch every single day. When Kevin and I want to also tell you guys is we have been in the industry of network marketing for 18 years. 18 years. Seems like just yesterday. We were babies. We were young and had no idea what we were doing. What we love about LifeWave and the Quantum Field team is not only do we have a product, a one product that we are sharing with an awesome message, we also have a system and a business plan that we can follow and share that as well. So when Kevin and I got in this industry 18 years ago, we had our day one, guys. We had our day one that we were just learning how to go out and share a product with someone. We messed up, we shared too much, we did a lot of things wrong, but over the 18 years, we've learned a lot of things on how to do it right. We think we are setting everyone up for success in LifeWave right now because of the business, the way it's set up, the tools ready for you at all times to get started. So we're going to go over that as well. But we are fired up with a product that's changing lives, a business opportunity that is on fire. So I hope tonight, guys, you get a lot of information. And at the end of the night, again, I will bring up our order form because all of our guests out there, we want you to get started now. Don't wait another day. I always tell people it's a just do it. It's just get going. Don't wait for the perfect time. I shared patches with a friend last week and I called and I asked her how she was doing. And she said, I haven't started yet. I'm waiting to really hurt first. Guys, don't wait for the hurt. Like start now and get your body rebooted right now.
So I'm going to jump back in. I want you guys to see the presentation because there's some powerful slides here. And again, as Emily mentioned, the nature of this business with the quantum field is replication, something you can repeat. And we have a model and a system that works. And have you been patched yet? If you're a guest, get patched. If you're new, get patched. If you just got patched today, 12 hours of rest, no patching, and patch again, get patched. So why the X39 stem cell activation patch? So as we age, we intuitively know certain things. When you're young and you fall down and get bruised and bumped or broken bones, you heal quickly. If you have children, think about how quickly those bruises heal. And as we age, the healing process slows way down. Why? Because by the time you're 30 years old, about half of your stem cells are no longer active. By the time you're 60, there are very few, and they're a low percentage are still active in the body. So if you're around 30, it's slower to heal. If you're around 60, it's much slower. The advance of things that go on in our bodies, not just aches and pains, but things that go on in what we call disease state, those amplify because stem cells have gone dormant. They go to sleep. Our patch using organic nanocrystals, that patch using photobiomodulation, don't memorize any of these words. Trust me, I can barely say that, okay? What it does is the patch being worn reflects our light signatures. We are beings of light. If you look through a human being, like with infrared goggles, or you've seen that in the movies, you can see that glowing aura. The patch reflects our body's light. And in the X39 patch, it activates the GHK copper peptide, which calls your stem cells back to action. That's there's advanced as you need to know really about it. There's tons of science, and we'll brush on that here in a moment. So the company of LifeWave has been around since 2004. The product X39 was in development for over 7 years. David Schmidt has been working on it. There are other products. The X39 is the apex of the products. It is the reason, it is the base of all. And really, the company was doing about $20 million annually. And then in the second year, at the end of 2021, the company did over $280 million that year because of the X39 and because of the quantum field team. Okay, we're expanding. We're already in, I believe it's 77 countries. It's over 75 countries. You can build this business. Right now, we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We can build it all over the United States. We can build it all over Europe. We can build it in Asia. We can build in lots of places in the world, and you don't have to leave the comfort of your own kitchen. David Schmidt, the CEO and inventor, this gentleman has over 130 patents. He is by far what I call a prolific scientist. All right. So I say this on occasion. Emily mentioned we've been in this industry 18 years. And quite frankly, you don't know what you don't know. Here's the deal with David Schmidt and with LifeWave. He developed the product. He went and he patented the product. He did studies and research on the product before he ever allowed anybody to market that product. All right. So a lot of times in this industry, that is not the model. It's the other way around. Take it to the market, see how it works, and use anecdotal evidence. Now, we have tons of that. The testimonies are phenomenal. We'll do some of those tonight. But this gentleman's the two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. He is a scientist at heart, and he allows us to market his proven and patented product.
Yeah.
So it is patented, right? And we have a patented, we're in the early stage of. This is not a Me Too product, Emily. This is not a lotion, a pill. It's not a CBD. It's not a cream or a protein powder. This is a unique product that you have the opportunity to take to market in over 77 countries right now, 75 countries. So you are sitting on the front edge of a tremendous opportunity. The patch, the X39 patch, has only been in the market for less than 3 years. This is early stage, and it is with a proven company. You've got a company that's stable. It pays on time. It's well maintained. It has plenty of inventory. It's got plenty of operational production, and you have a product that's exploding.
You guys, when you hear us repeat a few of these things, it's because these are the ahas.
Yeah.
These are the ahas of this business. The fact that the company has been around for almost 20 years, and the fact that our product that is the Apex product is 3 years old with a patent that we still have 18 years, I believe, on this patent. This is a product that, again, we're not trying to go match and tell somebody why ours is better than theirs. We're saying like this is a unique product. Stem cell is here to stay. I've had 2 of my clients that I work with on a daily basis that have gone and gotten stem cell injections. You guys, they're paying $25,000, $30,000 for stem cell injections. Doctors are telling them you might need 2 for it to work. You're putting in the stem cells and it's working in an area of the body, maybe. You guys, systemic product that is changing our bodies. This is an awesome, awesome product.
So here's some of the things that, and again, we'll touch on some of the testimonies in a moment, but the reality is this: when you reactivate your stem cells, these 8 categories are well known, well documented. Rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation, supporting wound healing, energy and vitality, mental clarity, enhances sports performance, fast recovery from exercise, and improves skin appearance. Go ahead.
I'm going to say something. I want you to look at this again, and we kind of read through these things and we're amazed. Again, I love this product. I want you to look at each deal. Rapid pain relief. I've talked about this and I will say it always. Pain on us, we wear physically, we wear it out into the world. It's almost like this cloud and this heavy weight that sits on us. Kevin knows when I'm in pain. I get the what's wrong 5 times before I'll answer, because he can see when something hurts. You really can't tell. So when we're in pain, which by the way, 90% of our friends around us are in pain to some degree. But when we go outside into the world, it makes us not smile quite as much. It makes us not take happiness and joy out into the world. I seriously will say, if we can lift the pain off people, if we can lift pain and let people's joy and happiness come back, our world is going to be a different place. But look at this list again. And as you're sitting there, especially if you're a guest tonight, I want you to think, who do you know that has pain that could get some relief with this patch? Who do you know that talks about inflammation, arthritis issues, different things that have inflammation in it that could benefit from this product? Who do you know that's gone through an injury that is healing, currently healing from an open wound or some kind of broken bone? Who do you know that says all the time, I'm just tired at the end of the day? Look, I'm a mom of 3, I'm over 50 years old, and I will tell you, starting my day most days at 4:30 or 5 in the morning, in the afternoons, there are times that I'm tired. I feel tired. When I wear the patch, my energy level is so much higher in the afternoon. For me, it's like I call it a mom win. I have energy for my children when they come into the house. When they came into the house, we only have one home this summer. It's so different around here, but I like having that energy as a mom in the afternoon. And there's so many moms out there that are exhausted right at the time when our kids' energy level is like crazy high and they need a little more attention. So who do you know that could use some energy in the afternoon? Who do you know that needs that mental clarity? Who do you have that have friends that are like, man, I came in this room and I don't know what I did. I wrote a list and I left the list at home. I don't know. Like, these are real life situation, guys, that we're telling you that this product is helping people in all these areas. I love the sports enhancement. I have young athletes that I train that I have them wearing the patch. Not only can they tell the difference in the recovery from their workouts and the recovery of their bodies and their performance abilities, but they also have that mental clarity on the fields, on the courts, whatever sport they're doing. They just feel like they feel better, tighter, ready to win. So these are things that are all so important. So look at that list for a second and say, who do you know? Who do you know that you could share this product with?
So this is, and again, as I said, there's anecdotal, there's things that we tell each other that we know are occurring with us, and that's amazing. But again, we have lots of studies. This is an image of, say the word topography map of the 70s topography. Okay. Don't ask me to say any more of the words. I told you on the nanotechnology, that was it for me. 77-year-old woman placed the patch on the back of her neck. Okay. And within these measurable sessions, you can see the red is significant inflammation within her no
activity, no stem cell activity going on. And as she wears the patch, you can see each session that she goes back, there's more activity. There's more activity. I'll tell you guys a quick one right here. My dad has Alzheimer's. It's not beginning stages. He is in the midst of it. It has been a long, hard battle. He's been wearing the patch consistently now because I've gone through some nurses and whatnot where he lives in assisted living, and he's wearing the patch consistently every single day on the right time frame. When I go visit him, guys, he's looking me in the eyes. He's talking to me. It doesn't always make sense, but there's more connection. He's hearing and he's responding like he should. He's doing so many things that I'm like, man, I wish I had this scan on his brain to see what's going on, to see how it's changing, because I see it immediately on his energy level. He's not sleeping when I visit, and he's engaging with us again, which is just a win.
So there are significance in the long term. This isn't a quick fix kind of idea, right? This is a product. And somebody asked me this question not terribly long ago: how long should I be wearing the patch? Well, you wear it 12 hours on and you take it off for 12 for your body to recover and regenerate. And then you put it again every single day. The question they were asking is, do I wear it for a month? Do I wear it for how long should I wear it? If you read the slide here, and you can see within a few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. You know, Steve Merritt says the best: we're all walking around with unbalanced brains. We need to get some of this stuff set. And when you decrease symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression because you have a balanced brain within 6 weeks, why would you not wear it? Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. So that's a decrease in wrinkles. Hair growth. I'm documenting hair growth. I can tell you, I have other friends that their hair is actually coming in. They have been documented with photographs. Our sponsor is a hairstylist, David Warden, and he has documented clients he has. Hair growth is a real thing. It's happening. And again, it's just something that's happening for folks when they wear the patch. Increased structural integrity of both your skeletal and muscular system. Within 6 months, your heart begins to have a rejuvenation, an increase. In a recent study, 14 out of 15 lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months wearing X39. Why wouldn't you wear it? So their answer to the question is not how long should you wear it, but when do you want to start aging again, right? So again, if you want to go back to where the state you were in, stop wearing the patch. If you want to continue to have an improved health, wear the patch.
Now, hey guys, real fast, when you are sharing patches with friends, we like to share 5 patches with people. We're out sharing patches. We want them. I actually tell them I'm sharing the patch with you so you can see how easy it is to use.
Yeah.
I don't tell people wear the patch because you're going to see this awesome thing right off the bat. Now, we felt it in the first couple of days. We actually sent Steve a message and said, hey, this is kind of the real deal. We both feel great within a couple of days. And some people will have that benefit within the 5 days, but some don't have the benefit in 5 days. So I share the patch with people and tell them what it's doing, but I'm always talking about the long-term benefits because that's where they're going to have to commit to. And we want guests to commit to wearing the patch for long-term. 5 patches isn't going to do everything for you.
Some people have the one patch wonders, right? But that's not the norm. The norm is our bodies. Again, the patch isn't curing, treating, or healing or mitigating disease. Our body does that. But what the patch is doing is actually calling your stem cells, reactivating them so your body can operate as it did when you were younger.
Right.
You have to give it time. All right. So if you want to share information with somebody, and this is a problem a lot of times. People are like, what video do I send or what information should I share? Mm-hmm. It's really simple. We have, as I said, Quantum Field has a system. And the first step, the first line of information is startx39.com. Send this to somebody. There's nothing, they can't enroll. There's no marketing built into it. This isn't something that anybody is going to try and coerce them. They can go see the patents. They can go study the clinicals. They can see the videos on, and all the information lined up on the product as nothing more than a research and understanding of the product. It's a safe place, and it's a great way for your guests to understand what the product is and for you to know that they're getting all of the current information.
And if you're a guest here tonight and you haven't been on this site, like write this down, startx39.com and jump on after we finish up so you can finish hearing all the great stuff.
So how do you wear it? So I mentioned this and we mumbled across this a few different times, but it's a 12 hours on and a 12 hours off. To repair and rejuvenate is why you don't have it on at more than 12 hours, okay? Then you throw it away and you put a new one on. People sometimes will tell us they can't remember to wear the patch. Emily's got a great solution for that.
We habit stack, guys. We do something that you already do. We all brush our teeth in the morning. We all brush our teeth at night. I hope. We all brush our teeth in the morning. We all brush our teeth at night. So keep your patches right there. And when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, you go, my patch, I got to put my patch on. When you brush your teeth at night before you go to bed, I got to take my patch off. So just do it with something you already do. Some people do it when they take their supplements or whatever. I do it by my toothbrush because it's a never fail.
Right. It makes it consistent. And then drink plenty of water. And if you're giving patches and you're starting the business and you're just getting going, remember to advise to drink plenty of water. Your body, the building blocks of you need lots of hydration. So you will help people immensely when you remind them to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I said we had testimonies, we've got stories. Again, this slide has some of that stuff with hair growth and wound healing. There's some really great testimonies that are going on within our community, within the quantum field. I want to bring on one of our good friends, Jim Moore. Jim, if you could unmute and turn your video on, I believe you have the ability to do that. There you are, my friend. Jim, I really appreciate you coming on. Jim is over in Northwest Arkansas, and we want him to take a few minutes to kind of tell you what the product is doing for him.
And you guys sit back. This is amazing.
Go ahead, Jim. Yours.
Thanks, Kevin and Emily. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My testimony is kind of complex, but yet I'll share it with you anyway. Been athletic and active all my life. A number of years ago, my son got me involved in mountain biking. And so I became a radical, avid mountain biker, crazy mountain biker. And 1 year of my life, I did it every day that year, and sometimes even more than one time a day. About 7 years ago, I was on a simple ride on a Sunday afternoon, and just a freak accident happened, going too fast, going downhill, and lost control of my bike, and I flew over my handlebars like I'd been shot out of a cannon. And I knew the landing wasn't going to be very good, and it wasn't. And to make a long story short, I literally broke my body in two. I shattered my pelvis and broke some bones. It was a mess. One of the doctors said it looks like a bomb went off in your hip. And so I was air vac to a level 1 trauma center in another state, went through trauma surgery. And the long and short of it is this began a process of about 5 or 6 years of 7 surgeries. Matter of fact, my first hip replacement, I didn't want to have that happen because I only thought that happened when you're like 95 years old, So I said, is there anything I can do to not have to go through this surgery? He goes, yeah, you can have stem cells injected, but it's thousands and thousands of dollars and it's probably not going to work. Just really not much you can do. So that was kind of my first thought about what a stem cell is. But anyway, 7 surgeries, and I know there are hundreds of people on here and many have chronic pain. My level of pain on a scale of 1 to 10, I lived with 8, 9, sometimes 10 out of 10 level of pain, which led to pain pills, which led to opioid dependency, and which led to ultimately rehab, which saved my life because I was able to get off the medication. I went to West Palm Beach to Origins, a great place. I'm not ashamed to share it. That's just part of the process of my life. But the dependency went away, but the pain didn't go away, and it still stayed 8, 9, 10 level pain. About a month after I got home from rehab, our 31-year-old son unexpectedly died. A couple of months later, my wife had to go through a double mastectomy. A couple of months after that, one of our son-in-laws was diagnosed with a particular form of cancer. And about 2 months after that, we had an F3 tornado go right through our cul-de-sac. And so when the sun came up that morning after the tornado, I stood outside and I said, God, this is probably the easiest storm we've been through in 5 years. And I share that, Kevin and Emily and those that are listening, for 2 reasons. Number one, I know that many people are listening and you've gone through some of those. And I just want you to know there's hope, there's healing, there's help. Don't quit. Don't quit. And the second thing I share is because I found out that trauma really can increase pain and trauma can increase inflammation, 2 of the things that the patch can help. And so Kevin is a good friend and he knew about my situation. He called me, 6, 7 months ago, and he goes, hey, have you ever heard of LifeWave X39? I went, yes, I had. He goes, what do you know about it? I said, it has something to do with copper. That's pretty much all I knew. And so Kevin is a great leader, a great teacher, very patient, and began to teach me more and more about the patch. So I signed up hoping for instantaneous no pain, and that didn't happen. But after about 1 month, I wore it. I thought, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. But about a month and a half into it, I noticed that my hair was growing back. Now, I'm one of those guys, I've sent my pictures to Kevin. He knows, you hear these stories about somebody's hair grows back, you're like, nah, don't buy it. It does, and I'm thinking, I'm vain enough, forget the pain. If my hair grows back, I'm good. I'll stay on the patch forever. But, and then the crow's nest on my feet went away, or my face went away, crow's feet. And pains began to go away in my shoulder and my back, and I'm sleeping better. And truthfully, I just began to feel better, and my color came back, and I just had more energy and started to lift weights again and work out again. I just began to feel better. And so the second reason I just want to share that with you is because trauma can really impact your life as far as pain is concerned. Wow. And inflammation. Well, about 2 months into it, my pain level literally went down about 40 or 50%. Now that might not seem like a lot to some people, but to me and the level that I've lived with for all these years, I'll shout it from the rooftop because it's life changing, and now there are days when I get up, and I know this sounds kind of weird, but it's just the truth. If I'm maybe a little bit higher degree of pain, when I put the patch on directly over the injury or where a lot of the injury is, within 2 minutes, I have substantially less pain. And I'm not a scientist. I'm not David Schmidt. I can't figure it out. I'm just the recipient of it. So anyway, just began to tell people about it. And I'll just share one person I have signed up. It's a family member who I know is watching. She is a doctor, a naturopathic doctor, and she's majored in skepticism. Okay. And so, so I talked, and I heard her husband, his heart is only at 10% capacity. And I remember on one of the Zoom calls, a cardiologist that had a patient whose heart went from 15% capacity to 65%. And so for about a month, I talked with her. And finally she said, okay, I'll try it. Well, 2 weeks after she signed up, I got a text in the morning. She goes, okay, I'm in. Let's go. He's blowing off the driveway. He's playing golf. His neuropathy pain is gone. He's sleeping better, just overall health. And so I'll say this, and I'll end with this. It's cool to do stuff like this. And it's great to be a part of an incredible organization. And it's great to make money with it. And that's great and cool and all of that stuff. But in the big picture, to see people's lives being changed, to see their health being restored, to see their pain being removed or taken down dramatically, just to see people have hope again. Because there are times when, man, this was like, am I ever going to get an ounce of relief? And there's a sense of hopelessness that can take over and consume your life. And to find hope in that dark space, and to be able to have people that are friends and family that are doing the same thing now, I'm so, I'm there. So anyway, thanks to Kevin and Emily. Thank you, Kevin. I want to thank you publicly for caring enough about me to give me a call and tell me all about this product. So thank you.
Well, we love you, brother. We appreciate you taking the time to share with everybody here today. There's a lot of people I know that understand and share exactly what your journey, and I appreciate you blessing them with your words today. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Hey, Rob Boyd, you on there, man? I want to hear you. If you could unmute and pull your video up. There you are, sir. How are you doing, Rob?
I am well. Can you hear me, sir?
I can. So Rob is, we've known each other for quite a long time. He lives here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I went out and shared some patches with him. Take the floor, Rob.
Well, much like the heart that you shared with Jim, I'm grateful that you reached out to me. I'll try to tell the story as quickly as possible and without getting emotional, because sometimes I've been impacted so much that I get a little teary on it. Kind of cliff notes what's going on with me. I am about to be 55 years old here in a couple of weeks. Last year, the accumulation of a life of injuries had happened. February 12th, 1988, I fell 20 feet off a bridge, landed on a concrete upright, bent me over backwards. When my head bounced off the concrete, it broke the front of my neck. So that began a pain that started for a long time. I had begun in martial arts before that. Sorry, I got a dog over here. I began martial arts before that. I've got 37 years of martial arts. And as a result of that, lots of aches and pains, things, what have you. Well, last year, I'm gonna walk away, see if I can get away from this dog. Last year, everything started to catch up with me. I own a small commercial cleaning company, and something was going on with my intestines. And I ended up in the course of 8 months, I ended up with 9 abdominal blockages, 2 of which hospitalized me, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. The beginning of September, Kevin calls me and he says, "Hey, Rob, I got something I want to share with you." And obviously Kevin calls, anybody knows Kevin's going to answer and say, "Come on over." And he brings me this patch. And I was like, "Dude, what is that? Is that a nicotine patch?" I was like, "I quit smoking like 15 years ago." And he's like, "No, it reactivates stem cells." And I was like, "What? Do what?" Because I had just finished reading Tony Robbins' book, Life Force, learning about stem cell injections, thinking, the Holy Grail, can't afford it. So I was like, well, this has got to be hugely expensive. And he's like, "No, these are like ridiculously affordable." So he gave me a couple patches because that's what they do. And I said, "Okay, well, it's like 6:30 at night. I'll put it on in the morning." So I put it on the next morning. I put it on the back of my neck, forgot about it because it's on the back of my neck. I got a phone call that led, I had to do some email stuff. I'd been in a very dark and depressed, and I'm a positive guy, but last year with the pain level that was hitting me and God were having some conversations about my desire to not continue living. I'll be real honest with you. And I sat down to do my morning reading. I always try to do something, whether it's scripture or just something positive. And I'm reading and I'm holding my book. I'm sitting right where I was before the dog went nuts. And I'm not going to be cheesy. I'm not going to do it. But if you know Terry Crews, he's famous for bouncing his pecs. Well, I started bouncing my pecs, looking down, going, "What is going on?" I was like, I should go into the garage and punch the bag, or I should go jog. I don't jog. I've never been a jogger. Well, not since February 12th, 1988. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Well, Kevin calls me about an hour later. And he's like, "Hey, do you remember your patch?" And I was like, "Yeah, what the heck is in this?" And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Dude, I feel amazing. Like I'm this side of like bluebirds and rainbows. What is in this?" And he explained to me the whole nanotechnology and that it's, non-transdermal and there's, nothing there. I was like, I don't know what's going on. He's like, "Well, Rob, there's a business of this. I was like, dude, I'm having surgery in 3 weeks. I got to figure out what's going on. I got to focus on that. And I'm trying to save my business. And, I'm doing a bunch of the work because of staffing. Anyway, I have surgery on September 22nd. It turned into triple hernia and intestinal relocation. My intestines had pulled up underneath my right pec and collapsed. So I dropped 30 pounds. I couldn't do anything. I have my surgery. The next morning, my surgeon, who ironically, part of my upline is on my anesthesia team. He comes in and he sits down and he's like, I was like, Michael, because we're on a first name basis. This is my 6th surgery with him. I was like, what's going on? He's like, Rob, this was really bad. You're not going to recover very quickly from this. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, the other stuff, I've given you 4 to 6 weeks. He's like, Rob, it's going to be 8 to 10 weeks before you can go back to cleaning countertop and above. And it'll be 4 months that you can do 25 to 40 pounds lifting. I was like, but am I fixed? He's like, yeah. I said, okay. So fast forward, I said, man, I got to get these patches because surely they're going to help. I know I was feeling good, if nothing else, and my mood and all that. 2 weeks later, I was back to cleaning on my hands and knees doing post-construction clean. Started feeling like I could exercise. 4 months to the day, I was benching 200 pounds for sets. I was so impressed that I didn't realize I hadn't had a knee brace on either one of my knees because I was double bracing. I hadn't had a knee brace on either knee in 2 months. I hadn't been using a therapy gun on my hand at night. I was sleeping amazing, dreaming incredibly, although I dream of cleaning a lot. I wish that didn't happen. But, and then the same thing as anybody else. I cut my own hair. I just have for a long time because it's short and it's easy and I got to trim everything. I had told my wife, I was like, if I lose about 5 more hairs, I'm not doing Friar Tuck. I'm shaving this son of a gun and I'm going Stone Cold Steve Austin. My freaking hair's growing back. All of the hair in the bald spot is coming back in. So it's amazing. And because it literally made me want to live life again, I have to share it with people. So that's my story. And Kevin, I can't thank you guys enough, not only for your leadership and all of that, but just for, you had no idea what I was going through because it'd been like a month or two we talked, and I didn't share that with a lot of people. But I'm grateful that you thought enough of me to call me and indirectly save my life. So thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking time to share and blessing folks with your story.
Absolutely.
I really do appreciate it. And, friends like helping friends, even if we don't know, we should be in touch with each other. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I wanted to tell you guys, and this, I said it once before, but it's worth saying again. The patch doesn't cure, treat, heal, or mitigate disease. Our body does that. God designs our bodies to heal themselves. The patch influences our ability to have our stem cells start activating and being more youthful, which leads to that. Okay.
Right.
So again, these guys, I love them. I appreciate them sharing. I know that's not always easy. And this leads to this piece that what is the most important thing in your life? I can tell you impacting people for better health is Emily's calling without a doubt. If you know her, if you've listened to any part of this presentation, you know that the ability to help people with better health and influence them, and not because of them saying thank you, but because you know what it does for them and for their families and for potentially for many of their friends and families. So again, for a lot of us, what's important is family, it's time freedom, it's security, it's travel, it's better health, it's less debt. I would challenge you to say that all of those things, whether it's with money, with health, it comes down to freedom. When you have the ability to do what you want, with whom you want, when you want, for as long as you want, that's freedom. Okay. And I don't mean that everything's about money. As a matter of fact, the health leads to those results, to income earning. Not we're going to go make an income on a product that may work for people. We're going to go bless a lot of people with better health, and income derives from that.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The potential of the stem cell industry, guys, is huge. And we've talked about this, is right now it's becoming, if you go outside and say the word stem cell, people know what you're talking about. They know, they hear it. They just think that they can't afford it. It's not for them, or a lot of people do. But they're definitely realizing the importance of having healthy stem cells, about rejuvenating, reactivating our stem cells. The industry itself right now is about a $200 million industry. And I want you to listen to this. It's projected to go to a 300 billion. And we stand here, guys, with a product that is unique. There's not another one like it, that has patents, that has studies behind it to prove what it's doing, to show what it's doing. So again, if people don't necessarily feel it, I say read the information and know what it's going to do for you. I take supplements, we take vitamins, I take omega-3 every single day. I don't feel it, guys, but there's people out there that tell me the benefits for my health, for the long-term health of me and my heart, are important. Same thing with this patch. You might not feel exactly what it's doing, which means it's working somewhere in your body that you don't even know you need. So know that. So this industry is booming. Stem cells are booming, and we're excited to be a part of it, definitely, with a product that is convenient, it's easy to use, and it's very cost-effective for most people in this world.
So
everybody, your health is worth $100 a month.
So
$3.30.
Every human being has stem cells. And so who is the market that needs this? Somebody who needs their stem cells reactivated. It's that simple. We get paid for sharing this product. That's exactly how this works. Now, they call it a compensation plan. They talk about, but it's a binary and you can cap these things. Remember this, it is about sharing better health. And everyone you can share it with is anybody that has a stem cell. That's everyone. Okay. So there's no question on who the market is, who the ideal customer is, somebody who wants to have their stem cells reactivated. There are 4 ways we get paid. We can have a retail customer or preferred customer, but all customers are one of the ways that we earn an income. The second way we get paid is from what's called product introductory bonuses. So when somebody joins you, not as a customer, but when somebody joins you to also build as a brand partner, then you earn a bonus for them coming in. You help them get to a meeting, you help them see the presentation, and that front end money is there to help you recoup your investment of time into those individuals. Now, you're already blessing them with better health, but the company rewards you with having a little financial health as well. The third and the more critical way we get paid is in this team commissions. Now, it's a binary. We have a left and right team. Your enroller, your sponsor, or your direct upline sponsorship will teach you this.
Yes.
Emily made a very, very astute point in the beginning that ties directly into this. In the beginning, go make a mess of it, because anything can be fixed. And there isn't something so terribly wrong that you have to go study it and analyze it. I tell people all the time, we're not becoming doctors. You don't want to take medical advice from me. We're not becoming practitioners of better health. We're sharing a product with people that we care about. I'm sharing a product with Rob. I'm sharing a product with Jim. We're going out and blessing people. The company reimburses us for doing that. The compensation plan, as you advance in it, will become more and more clear. So you can't get it wrong. Just kind of go make a mess of it. Go have fun with it. The binary pays up to $25,000 per week. That doesn't mean in day one, just like your body going into and rebuilding with the new stem cell reactivation, is some of this is going to take time. That compensation, if you're somebody like Steve and Gina, you can go to the top of the compensation in less than a month. If you're Mike and Saeed, you can go to the compensation in less than 2 months, right? Some of you guys can achieve that. For others, you're going to go in and share the product with people and get paid as you go forward and do that. Learn the business as you go forward.
Quick step on that, or a quick note to say, is know what you are looking for in this business. So when we first joined the industry 18 years ago, again, we knew nothing, but we're entrepreneurs. So our first thing is we look at is, okay, this is an expense. Like buying my product is the expense, the entire expense of my business, by the way, which when you own businesses, there's so much more to it, so much more invested. So you can get started with less investment, but it's still an investment. So I always tell people, like, whatever your first initial investment is that is our goal, to get that recouped for you as quick as possible. So start thinking like an entrepreneur. How are you going to earn your investment back and have money start working for you?
So, and I love the idea that we can make $25,000 a week, but I also want you to ground yourself in the reality. What would an extra $500 a month due within your household. What would, I mean, think about where things are, what they cost. If you have children, we've got 3 in college, 3. Okay.
So we have a big goal, guys.
So I'm telling you right now, the impact of $25,000, $1.3 million per year is real. That is an achievable thing. But it does, you have to think from step 1. What's the first building block? What's the foundational piece? I'm going to go out and make some money in advance to making more by blessing people with sharing it. The fourth way we get paid is called matching bonus. It's unlimited income potential. Every time you put somebody in, you personally sponsor somebody who wants to go out and also be a business builder, that's considered your first line. Every time your first line puts a person in, that would be your second, their first. And then the third would be they're somebody that you've put in, that's put somebody in, they put somebody in. That's a lot of mumbo jumbo to tell you this. You can earn up to 25% in conjunction with, not away from, but in conjunction with the people you put into the business. So if I sponsor Rob and Rob and earns $100, I make $25 in conjunction with him. All right. So second line is 20% and third line is 20%. The reason this is unlimited is because there is no limit on how many people I can put into the business. There's no limit on how many people those individuals can put into the business and so forth. The earning potential within the matching bonus far outgoes what the potential can be in the other way we get paid. It caps at 25,000. This one does not.
Again, as owners of several businesses, this page right here, this screen that we're sharing is what made us really fall in love with the industry the most, because this is about sponsoring a friend and helping someone else succeed. If you help people succeed, it's going to benefit you. It's not about pointing fingers and saying, go make me money. This is about helping people, doing meetings for people, phone calls with people, one-on-ones with people. You're going to set your team up for success by helping them. And then in turn, everyone becomes successful. So this in itself, when you really understand, is an awesome part of the business.
So right now until June 25th. So we've got a little bit of time. When you rank up, now I told you there's 4 basic ways we make an income. There is also now this one way until June 25th. We have ranks: manager, director, senior director, executive director, presidential director, and senior presidential director. So those 6 levels, once from a brand partner all the way through, those are the levels of advancement as you get. And I said Steve and Gina within less than a month went all the way to the top. They went to senior presidential director. Mike and Saeed did that in less than 2 months. So again, there's people achieving at a fast pace, but we're going to go into the first place as a manager in this period until June 25th. If you become a manager, and if you're signing up now, there's no reason you can't be a manager by June 25th. That's just a reality. And if you're in the business and you haven't engaged, or you've got 1 or 2 people, you can become manager this week. There's nothing to stop you from doing that. You can make an additional $100 for being a manager, $300 for being a director. All the way through, this is $18,500 worth of bonuses. Yeah. All right. So if you're in the business and you're some one of these ranks, go earn the extra money. If you're new today, come in and have the potential to make some extra money. So Emily touched on this too. How we share this product is we actually give samples out. And so we introduce them to the idea through a 331. There is a website called Build 331. Remember, this is a system. Just like if you were buying a franchise, you're not going to go out and try and make everything yourself. You want to have the model that is proven. The Build 331 is the model that is proven. It's what Steve and Gina did. It's what Mike and Saeed did. It's what our sponsor does. It's what we do. We're going out and sharing using the 331. You can go see it. It's out there. You don't have to have a subscription to go build331.com. It's there for you to use. Right there.
Right there.
All right. So the time is now. Make your move. Are you serious about your dreams? Do you have any other options? Do you want to be pain free and financially free? I mean, being not financially free is a pain, right? So again, you've got choices. Go ahead.
Yep. So on this enrollment form, there are different ways that you come in. You can come in, there we go. You can come in as a bronze using 1 sleeve of patches. Some people will do this. It's a sleeve of patches is 30 patches. It's a 1-month supply for 1 person. If you're planning on sharing it all or building with and having intent to build your business, then silver or gold, actually gold is the best place for you to come in. And each level, guys, it's just the number of sleeves of patches that you're going to get. up to diamond. Diamond is the biggest pack. Again, I told you, like, as business owners, the biggest way to start your business is $1,600. I tell people all the time, like, go in. If you're going to come in diamond and you really want to build a business, I want you to have a mentality that you have about $100,000 investment, because sometimes even 1,600, when we get a few no's from our friends, we can get deterred. I can tell you, as a gym owner with over $300,000 note, when we first owned our first gym at the age of 32, there was times where I had members get mad. They didn't like that the floor wasn't clean, or they didn't like something happened and they walked out the door. It didn't mean I went, oh my gosh, I have to shut my doors, I lost a member. No, like, my investment was so big, I had to go to work. I had to get more members, more clients coming in. Same thing here is, we're going to share this product, have passion, have conviction with what you're doing, but know that you're a messenger. Not everyone is going to do this, but be a messenger of what the product can do and what the business can offer them. So we highly suggest gold or diamond if you're coming in on as a business builder. If you're coming in to use the products, I even suggest, even if you're going to use the products, silver is the way to go, because hopefully you and your spouse, or you and a child, or you and a friend, you can use 2 of those sleeves, and then you've got at least one to share.
And this is a good point. Your sponsor, or if you're a guest, the person that invited you, can you walk you through this? You don't have to memorize any of this. The point is there's choices, and those choices are always yours. Let them guide you in the best solution. So this is it, convention. This is coming up August 18th and 19th in Tampa. This is the university of how to build this business. So again, the science, the technology, all the pieces of the product are the responsibility of LifeWave. Quantum Field, our responsibility as a team and the mentorship of the upline is to educate on the best principles and practices to build our business. This is the university of that. This is the go time. If you haven't signed up, get signed up. And if you are new tonight and you're like, well, this is a lot, right? Listen, if you want to accelerate your business, catapult it, slingshot it, get ahead of the wave, whatever that momentum thing is, as you hear about, this is it. Imagine entering into a business of not really knowing much about it, being excited about the product, but having lots of questions, and having the ability on August 18th and 19th to get your questions answered in real time by the people that are earning at the highest level.
Right. When we first joined this industry, again, we didn't know much about conventions. Our upline told us this was important for us to be at. So we went.
Yeah.
We did not take our team. We went. We wanted to go see what it was about. And boy, was that the dumbest thing that we ever did, because as we were sitting there and learning, we were like, man, we wish our team was here learning all this. We can take some of it back, but we can't take the excitement and the motivation and every little note that we took. Like, being there is so important. And most of us have jobs. We go to school. I went to college for 4 years to go get a job. I had training and skills that I had to learn to perform a job. You are buying into your own business. This is like a mini franchise for you. It's going to take some learning, some skills that have to be developed. This is where you go and get the skills developed. This is where Frontline, best training right off the bat. You've got to be here. If you've already registered, awesome. Now bring your team with you. Don't be dumb like us. Don't do what we did and say, well, we're going to go check it out. No. Just without a shadow of a doubt, you want as many people there so your whole team can get all the information to grow a business and learn how to share this product. You
can hit the QR code, or you can go to thisisitconvention.com. You can get your tickets already set up. All of it's there. Go get your tickets. We say a lot that you're in business for yourself, just not by yourself. This is a team sport. Get your team to the Super Bowl. All right. Yeah, you didn't need to hit that. So. All right. So if you need to know what's going on, you want to stay connected. We have lots of places that you can see, engage. Tonight, Monday night is one of those things. There are Facebook groups. There are YouTube. We get questions, Emily and I do, almost every single day, if not multiple times a day. Was a presentation recorded? I saw a training. Yes. All of these are recorded and they are already going up in real time on YouTube. And you can hit that. That's the third center one right there. The third from the left. Excuse me.
Network marketing.
Network marketing. And you can go see it.
Subscribe and see it and watch it
and send it.
Send it.
Exactly. You have access. We have lots of things in places for you to stay engaged and be a part of the team. Wednesday night, Steve and Gina will be doing a presentation. I won't say they'll be doing this presentation because they are unbelievable.
They are
gifted.
Fire, guys.
Absolutely. They've done a tour from east to west and back to west. And what we are going to see, again, they're doing it, they're building it, and they're coaching us. They're going to coach you. That's an opportunity for you to engage. Thursday nights, Mike and Saeed are doing a Spanish meeting. I'm going to tell you what, Mike and Saeed and Steve and Gina came to Tulsa last Wednesday, a week ago Wednesday. And again, they went all over the country, but we felt so blessed. Mike and Saeed lit that room up. I told her when she was done with the presentation, no offense to the other three, we should have closed it down at that point. She absolutely knocked it out of the park. You want to be involved. If you've got people that are Spanish speaking, plug them in, get them to this, get them on the Zoom so that they can hear it. On Friday, we have a presentation on at lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock Eastern. It's an abbreviated version. It's not an hour. It's closer to 45 minutes. You can get somebody on lunch. They can have a great showing. Jens and Cindy are going to be doing that. They're killing it right now in the business. Get them on. All right. If you're building in Australia, we have a meeting there as well. That's in city time, 8 p.m. I believe that's on Thursday. And you can go get into that one. Again, the different places we showed you those QR codes. Your upline, if you're a guest or if you're new, you can find all of this information. Go ahead, hit the next slide. All right. So Saturday is a training. So look at it this way. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are opportunities. Saturday is more training on the business.
How to building your business.
Yeah. And Tim and Sabrina are going to be doing that this Saturday. That's 1 o'clock Eastern. Another great opportunity for you to get your team engaged and learn as you learn. All right. That's a rundown on those exact things we just did. They're all in the same Zoom. That's the Zoom link here. And you can go find it and then go up and use the same exact Zoom. But again, if you use any of those QR codes or your upline, they can share that information with you. And we do want to take an opportunity to tell you thank you so very much for joining us tonight. Emily and I are going to stay on. On Mondays, we do a Motivational Monday message. So again, everyone is welcome to stay with us. We're going to spend a few minutes talking more about the business, the motivation side of the business. If you need to get off, we understand. If you want to stay and get a little bit more of Emily and Kevin, we'd love to have you. But if not, we do truly, truly thank you for your time today.
Guys, we do hope that you understand we have a product that is changing lives. Share it with as many people as you can. The business opportunity will roll right off everything that you do by sharing an amazing product. If you're a guest tonight, go call, get in contact with the person that invited you on here tonight. Zooms are great because we all get to sit in the comfort of our own home, in our pajamas or wherever, or eating dinner, watching us and learning. But know that when there are meetings near you, oh, please attend. It's so great to see people in person, to get the energy from everybody. So I love these Zooms, but if there's any meetings coming up near you, be sure and get to those as well. So thank you guys again for a great night. And we're going to get right
into Motivation Monday message. So listen, as a group, as the Quantum Field X39 team, we have a book of the month. And Mike and Saeed actually have put this out. So this is our second month. You want to do something?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is our second month with this book, or excuse me, with a book. And this book right now is called The 4 Agreements.
So real fast, motivation is what drives us every single day. So there are 6 inches right here between our ears that tell us you're not good enough. This isn't right for you. Someone told you no. There's stuff that goes in all the time. We have to learn how to filter, how to kick out those bad sounds, how to kick out the negative noise that's in our life that we create to ourselves, by the way. Most of us do this. Most of us say, oh, like she does this so awesome. I just cannot do it. Kevin's voice is so amazing. My voice does not sound like that. You guys, we can go talk anywhere. And if I lead it with nutrition and he talks for a minute, everyone's like, Oh,
Listen, some of us are made for radio and some of us are made for
but we
TV.
all, so I tell myself all the time, like, I'm going to let him talk more because people just love hearing him and they're so like intrigued with his voice, but we all have skills. God has given each of us a reason to be here, a skill to have. We're all different and unique. So we need to stop telling ourselves all the negative stuff and stop comparing so much. But that 6 inches between our head, between our ears, every single day, every single morning, we sit on our back patio, we have coffee, we read our Bible study, and we put positive in. We start our day filtering out the negative. It is part of our actions every single day, and it's part of our motivation that we do. So Monday is great as a team that we all get motivated for the week ahead of us, and what can we do with our business, and what can we do on a positive note. But just know that motivation can dwindle. Right? So we have to remotivate. We have to have ways that we filter, that we create motivation within and for ourselves. One of the things that we do love is this book of the month. I was getting my nails done today, and I had 2 friends of mine that I saw at the salon, and they were both sitting there reading books. And I thought, oh, I should have brought my book to sit and read, because that is a great, great time. But they got into conversations about their book clubs, and you may be a part of a book club. Those are things that I've never had time for in my life. When I work and I'm a mom and we traveled a bunch, like I've never been a part of a 5 or 6 girl book club. I've never had, but now I actually think I am a part of a book club. It's just a huge, ginormous book club. I love that we're all reading the same things. And actually I listen. So mine is on Audible. When I walk, when I do things with, when I'm working through my house, I always have a book on. I always have that positive coming in. So this book is one, again, when you're in a book club, you're going to get exposed to things that maybe you didn't know about. And this is a book I've never heard about. And being in the industry for 18 years, we know a lot of motivational books. We know a lot that's out there. And this one for us was completely new. And we were excited to read it.
Yeah, and I'll take this. Emily mentioned, Motivation Monday tonight. So get some words of inspiration, talk about the book of the month, and drive those. Emily mentioned that every morning we start our day with getting our mind in the right place. Motivation fades almost in the instant of a single phrase from anyone. All right. And you have to sharpen your mind. There's 2 ways that people do this. All right. So for some, it's you stay positive as often as you can by having an influence of positive. For others is you use the negative that came at you as fuel. All right. And then for some, it's a combination of both those. So again, somebody tells you you can't do that. That's not exactly a motivating stance. For some, that's a catalyst to make them explode, right? I call it nuclear fusion fuel, right? You bottle that stuff up. Tell me I can't do something. I'm liable to do it just to prove you wrong, not because I even wanted to do it in the first place. All right. So take that, those things, both positive and negative, can drive you forward to go do something. But the influence from our surroundings, the influence from our past, our history, are known in our heads, and more importantly, from our assumptions. We assume so much. And in this industry, assuming will stop your business. If you assume that a doctor doesn't need this product because they already have a great income, you don't just disqualify that individual, you disqualify their entire sphere of influence. Every person they know, every person that those people know. And so assuming because of a negative thought, not a negative as somebody being bad or evil, but negative of they don't need this, or they'll never be able to see it, or I'm embarrassed because it's one of those things. Those assumptions prevent you from seeing tremendous growth. All right. Emily said this before. I challenge you to look at this, and I don't want to make a direct comparison between Christianity or any faith and between building a business. But if you pretend and change in your mindset that I am a messenger and only a messenger, then it takes away some of the fear and assuming that people have. So that sounds to me like this. I'm going to deliver the message. This is my self-talk. I'm going to share this with somebody regardless of what the outcome is, because it's not my choice whether they say yes or no, whether they laugh or whether they say, I've been looking for something like this and you have no idea what it's going to do. That is not my choice. My choice is I make the decision to go share and be a messenger. So when you take away the result and place before you the opportunity, and I'm just going to go be a messenger, how many more times instead of 331 does it become 66 something else, right? Just go out there and share the opportunity. Go ahead.
So 4 agreements. If you guys aren't reading this yet, you still have plenty of time. We're still early in the month. We did talk last week about the first agreement being impeccable with your word, being honest, not just to other people, but to yourself as well, and everything. You know, sometimes I believe that it's easiest to lie to ourselves.
True.
If I say I'm going to go work out tomorrow, and I also tell a friend I'm going to meet her for coffee, do you know I'm more likely to stick to going to have coffee with a friend because I told somebody else that, and I don't want to go back on my word to somebody else. But then if things get a little busy, I don't do my workout because it was just me. I just told myself that I was going to do that. Be impeccable with your word, starting with you and then all around you. And then the second thing, the second agreement is don't take anything personally. And this is one that I always say, don't get offended easily. I've been teaching this to my daughter who's 19 years old her whole life. You know, you have a friend who invites another friend over and didn't invite me, and we get all sad and upset. And I'm like, well, you invited a friend over last week and didn't invite the whole class over. So you can choose to not be offended. You can choose to not take everything personally. When someone says something, maybe they're having a bad day. Don't take it directly at you all the time. Like, just, again, filter through words, filter through life with looking at things a little differently and their perspective differently, but don't take everything so personally, and learn to even laugh at yourself a little bit. Like, I love it when I mess up. My family loves it when I say, what are my little sayings called?
Too many of them.
Yeah. I mess up so many little sayings that it's crazy, you guys. And I just have learned to laugh at myself and just have fun with life. Laugh and have fun. Don't take everything too personally. So if you haven't read yet, you haven't started, we really hope you get to reading the book. It's great. Again, we're just going to go quick over this. We do have the rank up in June. Be sure and look at this and be sure and be a part of it. And This Is It Convention. This Is It Convention is everything that we're focused on, because this is where we know we're all going to get fed and to grow in our business in a big, big way. So this weekend, the Quantum Field team, they put out a little promo. Whoever signed up between Saturday training and Sunday night, they were going to draw 5 winners, and each of these winners gets 1 sleeve of X39. 1 sleeve of X39. What I would tell you is, please don't use this for yourself. Look at this as, oh, this is seed that I can go plant. This is more product that I can go share with friends and see other people getting the benefit from it. But we have 5 winners. Guys, these patches have already been sent today to Candace Garner, Jackie, Candy, Raider, Ira, and Judy. You guys, congratulations on winning. Congratulations on signing up for This Is It Convention. $150 investment that can change your life. $150. You know, you can sign up a gold and you've almost paid for your convention ticket. So go sign a gold up. Go sign a diamond up and you'll pay for your flight to get there. Look at how you can take the earnings of your business to pour into your business so you can grow even more. Now, that's awesome and congratulations, but we're going to do it again. Quantum Field team is doing it again. Another giveaway. Again, some of you may be saying, hey, I already signed up and I'm not winning patches. This is for your team to now sign up. This is to incentivize your team to do what you're doing. Again, don't be dummies like we were 18 years ago and said, we're going to go check out this whole convention thing. Take your team with you now. So we're encouraging, again, we're having another promo tonight. From the time this meeting is over, if you sign up for This Is It Convention to Wednesday before the meeting starts, then we're going to have another drawing 5 more winners. 5 more people are going to get a sleeve of X39 patches.
Share that with your team. Screenshot that right now if you need to. If you don't screenshot it, all you need to remember is anybody that registers between now and 5 p.m. on Wednesday Eastern, then they're going to get their free. You're going to draw 5 of those names. They're going to get a sleeve of patches. It's free. I mean, again, you're basically paying $50 for the convention ticket at that point, because it's $100 that they're gifting you at that point.
And remember, I say definitely go use those patches and put them in the hands of other people and grow your business.
So again, go to the convention. Here's the QR. You can sign up, share it with people. Go get more of your team engaged in the opportunity. On motivation and mindset, I want to, and this isn't mine, I'll abbreviate this. Miles Monroe says this, and I want you to remember this. You're the messenger, okay? But if he asked one time, how many people can you feed with a single apple? The most common answer is maybe one. The reality is every apple has seeds. Every seed grows a tree, and every tree grows many, many apples that all contain seeds. When you introduce this to somebody, you have no idea where that seed, that patch that you planted, that you put on a friend, you have no idea what it's going to do for them, and no idea what influence they have with others. One apple doesn't feed one person, and one patch doesn't just bless one person. Go be prolific with the message. Share, share, share. We will see you at the convention in Tampa. We appreciate everyone tonight. We appreciate the opportunity to come into your living rooms, kitchens, dining rooms, offices. You guys have been awesome. We appreciate it. Thank you, Rob, and thank you, Jim, for taking
Great
time to share. You
testimonies.
guys are awesome. We're blessed to be a part of your life.
You guys have
Thank
a
you.
great night.
Thank you, guys.